Alright, what is up guys and gals, germs and germettes, welcome back to Aegis Athletics. I know it's been a while, but I'm back and I'm here to stay. In today's video, we will be discussing the fat acceptance movement, also known as the movement that doesn't move.
Just a reminder that your tummy is so cute!
We will also be discussing why being fat is not beautiful in any way, shape, or form, and we will also be discussing some of the health risks involved with being obese and overweight, so stay tuned. And if you guys could go ahead and smash that like button like you're smashing a pre-workout from the 1990s. And also a huge welcome. So let's get going. Just some quick facts about obesity and overweight adults in the US. 37% of adults in the US are obese and 32% of adults are overweight, combining for a total of 69% of adults in the US of A being overweight or obese. Heart disease and obesity is one of the leading causes of death in the United States of America. Do not tell me that being fat is beautiful. Got in an argument the other day with someone on Twitter, you know, as always happens on Twitter, but they were saying, oh, you're not allowed to call people fat. You're not allowed to call people out for the health risks of being fat because you're not a doctor. But yet here we are in society that consistently demonizes cigarette smoking, alcoholism, crack smoking, meth smoking, heroin smoking, and so on. For the life of me, I cannot understand why we are not allowed all of a sudden to call out the health risks where there are, and yet we can still call out cigarette smokers for being nasty and that they smell or things like that, or meth heads for having like 3 teeth, you know, down in South Carolina or shit like that. But here we are, and in 2022, we're not allowed to say the obvious, which is if you are overweight or obese, you are at much higher risk of heart disease or heart attacks or death than anybody who's not. I was kind of doing some research for this video and I stumbled across a wonderful, although quite graphic documentary about obesity, and it is called Obesity: The Postmortem. I will link that down in the description. I will not be showing any of the graphic parts in this video because it is quite graphic, so you guys can go ahead and hop over there and check it out. But please, I am begging you, go watch this video. If you have a loved one that is obese, if you have anybody that you're close to or you're friends with, or anybody you care about at all who believes in this fat acceptance nonsense, please have them go watch this video. I mean, again, it is extremely graphic, so, you know, viewer discretion is advised, but it is purely medical, it's procedural, and there's a whole boatload of knowledge and information from that, you know. The graphicness to it is the nature of the beast, you know. It is how it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Some of the ways, you know, we can fix that as a society is to understand more and more about what makes us healthy as a society. Calories in, calories out for weight, understanding nutrition, understanding vitamin and nutritional balance, understanding minerals and electrolytes and exercise. All of these things need to be more and more commonplace in society than they are. Although I will say that there are a lot of, and I say this very loosely, health products coming out and information coming that is hugely beneficial for mankind. You got a lot of YouTubers who have the right information, good information, whether they be doctors or otherwise. But there is a lot, and I would say there is 90% misinformation to the 10% of real information. So I think one of the ways we can ultimately fix that as a society as a whole is to get that good information out there, you know, whether it be YouTube. Unfortunately, they took away the dislike button, so we don't have that to reference anymore. But whether it be YouTube, whether it be doctors coming out and really understanding nutrition, you know, going to school actually for nutrition, you know, actually getting nutritionists and people like that, dietitians, understanding the truth instead of these oddly false messages that we get in actually science. Like I was watching the other day that 1,000-pound sisters, or My 600-Pound Life for one of them, and the doctor was forcing these extremely obese people to lose absorbent amount of weight really, really quickly in a very short amount of time, which I believe is extremely unhealthy any way you go about it, and it's not long term, and it causes relapse in judgment, it causes relapse in the addiction, which in this case is food, which we'll leave for another video another day. But all in all, being fat isn't beautiful. It's no different to me than smoking cigarettes or drinking too much alcohol or smoking meth or smoking heroin or doing hard drugs or any of the number of things that we consider unhealthy in society. It's no different with obese and fat people. To come out and see all these people on TikTok, this whole entire movement of hashtags and social groups that are trying to promote obesity and being overweight as it's some sort of lifestyle that is good for us, which is absolutely not. Like I said, it's no different than cigarette smoking. The lungs of a cigarette smoker, think about that. Like when you're obese, like I said, your heart becomes 4 times larger, it becomes encased in fat, in visceral fat, and it's extremely unhealthy. I would even say more so than smoking cigarettes or any of those things, just because it is an overall factor of the body. It's not an exogenous source coming inward. It is an inward source bleeding outward. The illness, the sickness, the joint damage, the arthritis, the diabetes, the heart disease, the stomach problems, the colon problems, the list goes on and on and on and on. And if I'm not mistaken, there are about 60 correlated diseases with obesity, not just heart disease and diabetes and things of that nature. So anyways, guys, just a quick video for today. Kind of rambled on a bit. All these videos that I see on TikTok and across the interwebs as of late has been driving me nuts. So I feel like I have to address this as much as possible. But with that being said, I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day, night, or afternoon. And make sure, like I said, to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.